Hi, this is Sweet Jew coming back at you with another interesting video. Hoping everybody's having a blessed Monday. I know Mondays is probably a really hard day for people because you're getting started with your work week, and then you got to think about working, and you got to think about paying bills and doing this and that and the other. Sunday is a day that you could rest or go to your services and rest and cook yourself a nice dinner and just chill out and kind of rest your mind. And Monday you got to start thinking about working and bill paying and taking care of family and all that again. So Monday's is a hard day for a lot of people. But Monday is not so bad for me because I'm off Sunday night. So I don't go into work until Monday night, which is 11 o'clock. So that's the beauty of having Sunday night off. So Mondays is not too bad for me. Anyway, like I said, I hope everybody's having a blessed Monday. I want to talk about Tommy Sotomayor did actually excuse me. Hold on. I thought that was a sneeze coming on. Excuse me. He did a video today talking about actually sometimes he actually has good content, believe it or not. Actually, sometimes he actually has good content when he's not bashing black women. When he's not bashing black women, he actually has some good content. When he's not bashing black women. I mean, he's very intelligent. Tommy Sotomayor, I will say this about him. He is very intelligent. Very intelligent. Um, so he has the potential to um, word his different videos and deliver his videos and word his videos differently to where he's not being so bashing and judgmental towards black women. He has the mental capabilities to do that. So, and it's all about choices. It's all about choices and what you choose to do. So, I mean, I will say that he's very intelligent, and when he's not bashing black women or women in general, he actually has some good content, and um, he actually um, has some pretty productive conversations, And so the video I caught this morning, he was talking about he's doing a live stream talking about cultural appropriation. Um, and I thought that was interesting to talk about that because um, the young lady, I don't know if it was the young lady from Dr. Phil, the Cash Me Out girl that said, I think I did a video on her like a while back because I have an issue with her because she got famous off of disrespecting her mother. And I'm a big advocate of you don't disrespect your mama. I don't care what race you are. You do not disrespect your mama. Okay, that's your mother. The Bible says, honor your mother and thy father, and your days will be long. You're supposed to show your mother the utmost respect, even if you don't agree with her. I'm a big advocate of that. I do not like to see people disrespecting their mothers. I hate that. And I had an issue with her. I think that's who that is. She had a picture of a woman, a white woman with braids, but she almost looked biracial. And I think that's who that is in that picture. But I don't know if you've seen the stream. Correct me if I'm wrong. But like I said, the issue I had with her was her being disrespectful toward her mother, and she got famous off of that. She said, "Cash me outside," whatever, and she got famous off of that. And so I have an issue with her getting famous off of the heels of disrespecting her mother. Not okay. But anyway, with that being said, I guess this is the young lady he had on his the picture of her. I think it's her. Don't quote me. I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong. But it's a picture of her with braids in her hair, and he was basically talking about how black women get upset, have I won't use the term declare war, but they've kind of went on strike. They don't support her. They don't, they're a little upset with her and up in arms about the fact that they think she's appropriating the culture. Um, my issue with her is, and he was, talking to different people. Um, that I guess the people that was in his comment section. I wanted to speak, but they blocked me. His moderators blocked me one time, and they haven't reinstated me. So I made a little comment and it didn't go through. So, but he was actually, I guess it was people from the comment section, and he would put them up on the screen and um, get different opinions. They actually had some productive conversations with most majority of the people that he talked to. It was a really productive and good productive conversation. It was a good points being made. And I'm the type of person, I give credit where credit is due. I give credit where credit is due. There's a lot of things that I don't agree with him on. A lot of there's some things that I have issues with him about. Um, but when he's not bashing black women, he actually has some pretty good content when he's not bashing black women. So I type of person, I give credit where credit is due. So like I said, this was a pretty good topic, and like I said, my issue with her was her disrespecting, getting famous off the heels of disrespecting her mom. And I know her and Vicky Woe. I think Vicky Woe was on Dr. Phil too. Well, Vicky Wu. The problem that I have with these two young ladies, I don't have a problem with the hair, and I'm gonna come back to that and explain that to you. But the problem that I have with these two ladies is, and a lot of black women may have this issue, um, when they decide to take on the mentality of what they perceive. I won't say as black women, because black women come in all different personalities. I will say that they take on the mentality of what they perceive black women to be. And what they're doing is they're taking the worst. And I always say, you guys know I always say black women are the most horribly stereotyped women on the planet. Okay, what the problem is they're taking those horrible stereotypes about us, and they're perpetuating those horrible stereotypes about us when they are doing their performances or whatever it is that they do, and they're acting a certain way. They're appropriating the worst stereotypical characteristics of black women. And I think that's the problem with a lot of black women are having. And that's the issue that I have. Because, first of all, not all of us are ratchet. Not all of us act that way. There's a certain percentage of black women that do. Um, but a lot of, like I said, black women come in all different personalities and all that, and characteristics. What it is when other races of people see these two young ladies acting like that, they know that they're trying to act like us, and it perpetuates those stereotypes. We already got to deal with enough that's that's perpetuating those horrible negative stereotypes about us. That's the issue there. Okay. And then, but the problem is that, like I said, a lot of black women are upset because of the fact that, now in this picture she looked mixed. I was like, there was some people in the comments in the stream that was like, is she mixed? I was like, okay, is she mixed? But she looked mixed because of the way her hairstyle was. Okay, a lot of black women, and that's what basically was Tommy was saying. He was basically saying he didn't understand why black women was getting so upset about her wearing the braids, and and a lot of people, he had some people that was coming on expressing their opinions about it, and black women talking to black women. He had actually a positive reaction, for the exception of the first black woman he talked to. All the rest of the black women, well, the first black woman that he talked to didn't communicate herself. She didn't. I kind of understood what she was trying to say, but she couldn't communicate it very well. So the rest of the black women that he talked to, was able to intelligently articulate what, and so he was able to communicate with them better. And he had actually some positive interaction with those black women. And so, um, a lot of black women are upset at the fact that she is they think she's culturally appropriating um, the black woman's hairstyle, and she ain't the only one. And so the Kardashians wear. I know was it Chloe or one of them, or it was Kim. I think that it was Kim that wore some braids. Kim does all different kinds of things. Sometimes she dyes her hair blonde. She does all kind of different things. And one time she has some braids in her head, and sometimes Chloe wears them too. And black women got upset behind that. Says she's appropriating the culture. And every time, a well-known white woman does wear braids, black women do. I noticed that black women do get kind of upset about it. Um, my take on that was, I was watching this whole thing, and my thought is this. Like I said, the main problem I have is them when they want to try to call themselves acting like what they perceive as how black women act. They're perpetuating the most horrible stereotypes, that we're ratchet and this is how we all act, and we all don't act that way. And so that's the problem that I have with those two young ladies. But as far as the hair, I don't have a problem. Me myself personally, now I'm not speaking for all black women. Now, and I think it was another black woman that came on there and said it was a form of flattery, and that's the way I look at it. I look at it as a form of flattery. I look at it when I see them wearing our hairstyles. I see it as them in a sense they're complimenting us. They're complimenting us, and they're saying through their actions of them wearing their hair in braids, they're saying we love your I love your hairstyle. And they're complimenting. It's like flattery. It's like they're complimenting us. It's like they're saying that they love our hairstyle. I personally don't see a problem with it. I mean, I don't see a problem with it. Just like they say, black women be trying to be white, when black women wear blonde hair, and I've seen some beautiful blonde hairstyles on black women, but I think it depends on your skin tone. Now, some black women be wearing that blonde hair and it don't be matching with their skin tone, and they don't be looking good. But if it matches up with your skin tone, like a lot of black women, they know how to wear the blonde hair, and it matches up with their skin complexion. And when you match it up with your skin tone, and it looks good against your complexion, because there's different shades of blonde, but you got to get the right kind of blonde for your skin tone. But I'm sorry, I just don't think it works well with dark skinned black women, like real dark complected black women. I don't think blonde hair works for them. I know. I don't know. I know. I mean, that's my opinion. Some people may feel differently, but the real dark complected women, to me, the blonde hair just doesn't work with them. So there's famous black women that have worn blonde hair, and it looked beautiful against their complexion. But it's different types of different shades of blonde. There's so many different shades of blonde. You match it up with your complexion, you can look good and you can rock that thing, you know. And so I don't think a black woman is necessarily trying to be white because she wears blonde hair. You know, I look at it like this. I thought about it in terms of myself. I've worn so many different hairstyles over the years. I've worn braids. I wore braids for 5 years at one time. I wore braids. I wore, whatever I feel like doing. I think of in terms of myself, or whatever I feel like doing. If I feel like you guys, if you look at my content, and some of you watch my channels on my videos on a regular basis, you notice that I kind of do different things. Sometimes I'm natural. Sometimes I got the braids. Now this is my piece, and or sometimes I might have my turban on my head. And so I do whatever makes me feel good. I hate it when they say black women hate themselves because they wear weave. I love the different styles that they come in. And so I just love the different styles. And sometimes I just want a different look, and my natural hair can't achieve that look. So I mean, I'm gonna be honest. So I just want to do something different with my hair. I want to do something different. Or sometimes I don't feel like messing with it, so I want to get it braided. Here pretty soon, I want to get my hair braided, so I don't have to mess with it for a while. So it depends on how I feel and what I want to do. Sometimes, like in the summertime, I can't really wear any pieces because I get hot flashes and I get hot flashes on top of the heat. So a lot of times I'll go natural in the summer. If I hated myself, you would never see my hair. You would never see me in my natural state if I hated myself. You would never see my natural hair. There's some black women, you never see their natural hair. You never see their natural hair. And so, and that's not to say that they hate themselves either. But if a black woman is having an issue with her hair and she chooses to wear weaves all the time, then that's her choice. There's nothing wrong with that if that's what she chooses to do. I think a woman should do whatever makes her feel beautiful. Whatever, whether it's white women, black women, whatever. I know when I wore braids for 5 years, and I used to get loads of compliments from white women. And they ask questions. That's they was like, oh, that is so pretty. How long did that take? And I didn't mind the questions. I didn't have a problem with the questions. And actually, I was quite flattered. I was like, he was like, oh, that is so pretty. How long did that take? There's nothing wrong with them. And they didn't touch it. They didn't touch it. But they was respectful that way. And they didn't touch it. But they was like, that is so pretty. And how long did that take? And I don't think anything is wrong with that. I personally don't think anything is wrong with that. I was quite flattered, and I didn't have a problem with answering their questions. And so, um, I got tons of compliments. 'Cause like I said, I wore braids for 5 years straight one time, and I got tons of compliments from white women. They love it. They're curious about it. They're intrigued by it. They love the braids, and so if a white woman want to wear braids, there's nothing. I don't personally think there's anything wrong with it. I don't get offended because I just take it as her complimenting black women and saying, "Hey, I love you. I love you guys' braids." It's like a compliment. It's like flattery. They're flattering us. And so I just think that there's so many other things that we could be upset. There's so many other things that we could be upset about. Like so many other issues in the black community that we could be upset about than besides the way white women or any other woman chooses to wear their hair. Um, then a lot of white women look at it as cultural appropriation. Um, like I said, I personally don't see anything that's wrong with it. And we get accused of the same thing when we straighten our hair, we wear blonde hair, whatever. You guys, I've done videos of me in the hair store showing the difference between Afrocentric weaves and European looking weaves. If you go back in my archives, I done a video where I was in the hair store and I was pointing out the difference, clearly pointing out the difference between the Afrocentric weaves and the European style looking weaves. And there is a difference because you have some weaves that are Afrocentric, that you wouldn't see a white woman wearing it because you know what I'm saying, it's a black hairstyle, in the form of a wig or a piece. So you know so I just think that women across the board of all races, we like to look beautiful. We like to do different things with our hair. We like to change it up sometimes. And I think that's a woman thing. I don't think that's a race thing. I think that's a woman thing. Sometimes you just want to do something different. You just want a different look. Um, Sometimes you might want to, if you're a black woman, you might want to go straight. You might want to get some braids, or you might want to rock some, whatever. I do whatever. I know I do whatever makes me feel good, or whatever I'm feeling. I know one time I wore some latch hook dreads one time. I didn't want to get the real dreads because they're too permanent. But I had my girl put me some. Yes, they have latch hook dreads. I had my girl put in some latch hook dreads for me, and I rocked them things. I rocked them. You know, I didn't want to get the real dreads because they were too permanent. I said that in real dreads, I don't want them. They're too permanent. But I rock them dreads. I rock them latch hook dreads. It's just what I felt like doing at the time. You know, it's just I've worn so many different hairstyles over the years. If you guys watch my content, you know you've been subscribed to my channel for a while. You see me in different. You see me with braids. You see me with my hair natural. You see me with my pieces. You see me with many, many different. If you look back, I got like 700 something videos. If you look back at my archives, you'll see all different types of hairstyles. And sometimes I'll put my turban on if I don't feel like messing with my head or putting no piece on or whatever. I'll throw my turban on. I've done videos in my turban. You guys, if you watch me on a regular basis, you see me do videos in my turban. So I do whatever makes me feel. And sometimes I'll throw a hat on. I've done videos with hats on. If I'm going to the hall or something like that, and I don't have time to mess with my hair or something like that or whatever, or my piece might be looking a little raggedy and I ain't got no time to fix it up. I'll throw that hat on my head, slick it, pull it back or whatever. My hair is so thin, I can just kind of pull it back. My natural hair is so thin, I can just put some grease and moisturizer on it or lotion and just kind of pull it back in a bun. And I'll throw that hat on my head, cute hat, and go on to the hall. I've done that, So I'll rock a hat. I'll rock my turban sometime. Sometimes people be looking at me strange when I have my turban. I think they be thinking I'm Muslim or something. Sometimes people look at me a little strange when I'm wearing that turban because Muslims wear turbans, you know. But sometimes I get a little strange looks in it because I think people be thinking I'm Muslim or something. But I'll rock that, or I'm getting ready to get it braided again here in a minute. So I do what makes me feel good. Whatever. It ain't about hating myself. It ain't about trying to be like somebody else. Because realistically, you can't be like nobody else. The only person you can be is yourself. You can't be, no matter how hard you try, you can't never be like nobody else, realistically. So it ain't about all that. It's about doing whatever makes me feel good. And I get more attention than my weaves. I did a whole video talking about that. I get more attention than my weaves than I do my natural hair. When I put my piece on, when I first got this piece, brothers was checking a sister out. They was checking a sister out. I was turning some heads. But then when I go natural, I don't hardly, they don't hardly pay me no attention too much. So they say black men don't like weaves. They do. They like them. They like how we look at them. They do. I will not. I'm not convinced of that because I get more attention in my weaves than I do in my natural hair. When I wear half wigs a lot. I get more attention in those than because I don't do sewing and glue ins no more. I've tried those before, and every time I've ever worn them, they've taken my hair out. So I don't do glue ins or sew ins anymore. But I'll do my half wig, or they call them quick weaves or half wigs, and I'll wear those. I'll rock those, and sometimes I'll wear a wig. I'm thinking about actually going short again. If you guys look back maybe 2016, maybe when I was doing videos back then, I had a cute little short wig. I'm thinking about doing that again. I'm thinking about rocking a short wig again. I don't know. Let me know in the comment section what you think. Let me know in the comment section what you think I should do next. I am gonna get it braided again. I'm thinking about latch hooks. I can't decide on whether I should get the braided latch hooks or the hair latch hook because I've done that before too. So I don't know. And I'm thinking about getting me doing the short wig. I'm definitely gonna do the short wig thing again. So let me know in the comment section, what you guys think I look good in or whatever. Just let me know. But I just think at the end of the day, black women, we have bigger fish to fry, And in the larger scheme of things, it really is not that big of a deal. You know, they're just, it's flattery. You know, they're complimenting us. You know, there's so many other things that more important issues that black women need to be concerned about than about worried about white women. A few white women, because not all of them wear braids every now and again. I'm more concerned about them perpetuating negative stereotypes about black women. Now, I'm more concerned about that than I am the hairstyle. I don't really care about the hairstyle, but them, you know, perpetuating the horrible, terrible stereotypes about black women, them acting the way they perceive that black women act, you know, it's not okay. I mean, if you're going to try to act like a black woman, why don't you try to take on some of the positive characteristics of a black woman? Take some of the on some of the positive characters. We have a lot of positive characteristics. We do, regardless of what anybody is. Like, why don't you, if you want to try to act like us, why don't you do the positive stuff? You know, instead of doing the ratchetness, because it's only a small percentage of black women, a certain percentage of black women act like that. You know, uh, a whole lot of us don't act that way. You know, so I don't know. Let me know in the comment section if you guys seen that uh, uh, live stream that Tommy did this morning about cultural appropriation. It was actually pretty good. If you haven't got a chance to see it, get over there and check it out. And I can't believe I'm actually recommending you guys to watch one of his content. I'm really shocked that I'm doing that, but this was actually a pretty good video. It was actually a pretty good video. Like I said, he actually has some productive conversation. He actually has some pretty good content when he's not bashing black women. When he's not bashing black women, he actually has some good content, you know? And so this was a pretty good topic. It was pretty good. It was very, very, had some very productive conversations on there. So if you haven't got a chance to check it out, get over there and check it out. Um, I was actually thinking about doing a one-on-one with him, but I'm not 100% sure. Cause he said, well, people do videos about me, but they don't want to call me, and they don't want to talk to me, but they do videos about me. And so I have here now and then I'll do a video about him talking about, you know, if something he said uh didn't set well with me. I have done a video. I got a video on here just recently of him, because he was like saying black women deserve to die. You know, I mean, that's not okay. So um I thought about it. I don't know. I'll pray about it. I'll pray about that situation. But just let me know in the comment section what you guys think. Hit me up in the comment section of what you guys think about how do, particularly black women, how do you feel about when you see white women wearing um, black women's hairstyles like braids? I mean, how does it make you feel? Because I can't speak for all black women. I can only speak for myself. I know a lot of black women do have a problem with it. Let me know in the comment section if you have a problem with it and how you feel about these two young ladies, you know, their image and everything. Um, Hit me up in the comment section. Let me know what you think. Got some more interesting video topics coming up. I'm gonna try to kick in because it's been a while since I've done a video, so I'm gonna try to clock in a couple of more videos today. So stay tuned. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share. Hit that notification bell. Um, New subscribers, thank you so much. Current subscribers, I need to get my numbers up. I need you guys to start watching my content more. So it's very important that you hit that notification bell so every time I do a video, you'll be notified. So, and make sure you share my video, share. I'm really trying to get my numbers up here. Okay, stay tuned. I got some more interesting video topics coming up. Peace and love. This is Sweet June.